So this video is about our boat ride here in the Bajau community of Cebu City. They are located in Alaska, Mambaling. So what you're looking at here is the floating village community of our Bajau Muslim brothers and sisters that is located here in Alaska, Mambaling, Cebu City. So if you are familiar with the tower up there, that is actually the SM Tower there. And you can see this if you're driving through the community of Bajau Muslim brothers and sisters near the SMC side. So we have hired this boat so you can see the extent of the community, and like our guide here told us, there's about 500 Bajau families around here. But this is not just the place, it extends to the other side. So this is their means of living. The Badjaus are actually a water village in the place where they come in Mindanao. They like living near the water edge, rivers. But the thing is, the waters are very congested with rubbish. No cleanup has happened here. So mo na limit diha. Last na dong. So that's the limit on this side. So they're not allowed to extend more. So you can see the highway that's there. That's where going to SM. In fact, that building that you see there is actually Toyota Cebu. So that's the edge here of the Bajau community from this side.
Naristo mo? Boto mo? Kasi nga ni mo? Brian, say, naristo mo? Sa
election? So they're all registered voters for Cebu City.
Ikaw, registrado ka. Pero wala ka ligaw sa card. Pili mo dad karon.
Yan, diri ka na tao Cebu yan, no? Yes. Sige, you can tell that Brian speaks like native Cebuano. So he was born here.
So, nag-school ka diya sa Mambaling sa high school, na?
Yes sir, pero currently nag-study ko sa CPU karon.
CPU? Kasi course mo?
BEd.
Amo ko diya?
Elementary education. So Brian here is studying to become a teacher for elementary. So that's very good.
Ito na ka year?
First year ba?
First year college of being a teacher for elementary. But you can see how they live here. This is our Bajau brothers and sisters in Cebu City, and not a lot of vloggers has been here because there was one famous love story that emerged from this community. Is the love story of a Japanese and a Bajau girl called Shaima, and they live here, and we will be seeing their house in a few minutes as we go on there. That's what we can see.
Pila naman katuig diri boss, ikaw, Brian?
Dog sa Lisbon.
Since birthday haring ka. Imong mama unsa may trabaho?
Katuran, mindag malang.
So he was born here, and that's how they earn a living. Asa man sila mangisda dapita yan?
Gawas.
Gawas na sila dre. So I was asking, where did they take the boat? So they get out on the sea because you can see from the seaside, that's why it's some seaside, they can go out. Asa sila agid no? So we can see where they get out. Go to the
Dito mo.
Bili ni mo andar yan. Ang gasolina.
Sige lang, mas nindot ng floating yan. So because the motor on this one have no gasoline, so we just hire him just to give us a tour of our Bajau community brothers and sisters here in Cebu City. It's not really that deep because someone is there just swimming. There's even a child. So that house, that big house there that you can see, that's the house of the love story that I was talking about. A Bajau girl and a Japanese. The Japanese is already living there. It's not an old Japanese. They met when the Japanese was 22 years old and the girl is 18. That one with the light on, the big one there. There's no other big Badjao house there, it's just theirs.
Adi, ang kung sikat mo.
Di pwede, bagi mo din.
Tuyok ra mo balik.
So that's the Japanese and the girl's house. Actually, it's interesting because the Japanese have actually adapted to the culture of our Bajau brothers and sisters, and lahat lang. So they are on the stilts, and so Brian is really very commendable because he never stopped schooling despite the poverty, that their means of living is just selling or fishing. So this is a typical Bajau community because they are the water tribe of the Muslim community. I mean, the tribe of Bajau are known for being the water dwellers. Extend pa yun dito yan? Apil pa din na sa Bajau community?
Di, mga Bisaya na din.
Mga Bisaya na din na diha. So they're not Badjaus over there.
Sa Bajau sad kana ba kana smentado ma'am.
Unsa man ang siya kanang mga project na na?
Kanang mga gipang-relocate nga Bajau ma'am.
So that one you can see, those are the housing provided kasi naghatag anaga.
Kasi gihatag niya.
Those are a housing provided for some of the relocated Bajau community. So those ones over there are not really from Bajau community. They are just the Cebuanos that live there. Their only boundaries is here and until the end. So they're just more congregated on this area. So we have now reached the where my only concern is just to show you the Bajau communities.
So, ligog yun.
Stella.
So they have their own language. We will just park here because it's so hard if the boat capsizes on the other side. So these are the Bajau children having showers. So these are the relocation site. Kanang dili man tanan ga tagaan na. Why nganong gamay ra?
Ang taga side B.
The side B has now been housed by they don't know who, but that's where the relocation of some of the Badjao.